Hi, I'm Katina Houston Stroud with Family Links, and this is the Family Tip of the Week. Your teen needed a laptop for school, so you bought it. He needed a phone to keep in touch with you, so after a half-hour argument with him at the wireless store, a phone became an iPhone 6. He has an iPad Air because after you told him it wasn't in the budget, he spent the weekend with his dad, and voila, he has an iPad. Now, every time you look at your son, he has a screen in front of his face, barely audible text notifications going off at all hours, and he's on social media sites you've never heard of. Suddenly, his use of technology has gone past schoolwork and into a strange kind of secrecy. Technology is empowering and necessary for kids and for parents, but the longer I work with families in my practice, the more I see technology becoming problematic for them. Think about your child's smartphone. It's a very complex device that can be used for good or bad. It's a communication tool and a wonderful research and study tool. For the kid who struggles to focus on homework, however, it's a chronic distraction machine, an ADD machine, if you will. It's a camera and video camera that can broadcast your child's mistakes and poor choices to the world in seconds. It's a weapon for bullying and a source of anxiety for kids who are bullied. It's a reason your son doesn't get enough sleep at night. It's a pornography machine at the touch of the wrong link. It's a device that can expose your young child to things you don't want her to see, ever. So how are your kids using technology? Do you know what they're looking at when they're curled up on the sofa for 5 hours with their phone 6 inches from their face? When you ask them who they're talking to online, do you get a one-word snippy answer, if any answer at all? It's tricky territory for parents. Your teen knows more about the online world than you probably will, and it can quickly become another way for your child to behave defiantly with you. So how do you even talk to your child about their online life, interest, and safety? And there's nothing more powerful than parental influence in a child's life, but technology holds a seductive type of power for adults and kids that can overwhelm parental influence without us being aware of it. The antidote to this can be 1 or 2 sincere questions that you ask your child and a willingness and courage to allow for whatever the answer is. Remember, although they may be wizards with setting up devices and finding cool apps, most kids do not have the emotional intelligence to be able to manage and understand everything they're seeing online. And that's why parents need to be involved. For more tips, contact Family Links at 256-820-5911.